And we live in the building, man. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing, man? Hey, y'all say some introductions while I grab my run a damn ball hat real quick, man. It is your boy West Coast. We live in the building. I got Landlord from Alabama in here, and I got HTM from HTM Sports in the building, man. Let's get it. Let me grab my RTDB.
Indeed, man. You know how we rocking, man. We live in the liquor store over here. And remember, if you slap the shit out of an Eagles fan, you will get half off all items in the store. So please use your discount while supplies last. And hey, we got Eagles tears, man. They still firmating. They still getting more potent as the days go by. But they should be good at least till next year. So go on in, cash in. I know y'all want it.
Yes, sir, man. Shout out to everybody rocking over here in the trend out with me, man. I appreciate all the love and support. We one day away from when we take this plane and go over there to KC and take over, Cowboy style. You know what I'm saying? Make that C and KC stand for Cowboys. You know what I'm saying?
You
And
feel me?
shout out to Kelvin Hicks and Late Night. I believe that's how you spelled that. And Regina Green with the green and T Smooth TV. What's happening?
Yeah, I
What?
see it. Smooth TV, Stephen Harrison, so over it. Regina Green, I see y'all tapping into the liquor store. I appreciate y'all, man.
Shoot, I heard that, and I appreciate everybody that's tapping in over here on West Coast Cowboy, man. I got art HTM. Your title is the one that's up actually right now. Your title is the one that came up on my show, so that's what's up. So we up here, liquor store raffle updates and my thoughts on the best player in the draft. You know what I'm saying? What's up, everybody on West Coast Cowboy on YouTube? Shout out to the OG, double OG, Darren. What's up with you, sir? Hey, OG, man. Hey, man, it's gonna be rough doing these shows in my garage this summer, man. So I need you to pull up on me, man, because I know you be burning. You know what I'm saying? I need you to pull up on me. You feel me? Let's do a show together, OG. You too far away for that I come sit up in the garage with your boy. You feel me? At least come help be my guy to pass the blunt to you, something. You know what I'm saying? You ain't that far. You is not that far. I sent you a hat a couple weeks ago. I know exactly where you live, to be honest with you.
420 is over, sir. 420 is over.
Hey, bro. Hey, 420 is a lifestyle in California.
I'm already here.
420 is a day for everybody in California to smoke. For outside of California to smoke. We smoke every
Smoke weed every day.
I gotta get my sound effects up. Hey, but guess what? He said, "Don't trip. I got you." So there we go. There we go. I got a smoking buddy now. Who else we got up in here? I got OG Darren up in here. I got to get Facebook up because I know you guys. The Book of Faces is out there banging because you guys always shows your boy West Coast. Hey, tomorrow we are leaving. Tomorrow we are all. Hey, it doesn't feel like tomorrow, but it is literally tomorrow.
It don't feel like tomorrow.
It don't feel like tomorrow, bro. Like it's so crazy. Before I get into these introductions, I'm gonna tell y'all this. Like I have been kind of, I ain't gonna say burnt out a little bit, but I ain't gonna lie, I've been burnt out. You know what I'm saying? So now that the draft is here, I'm like, damn, it didn't snuck up on me. I ain't even packed.
It really did.
I ain't even packed my clothes yet, y'all. So
Me either.
Me either. I was doing it before I got the link. I said, let me do something while I'm waiting on the link.
yeah, because now, like, think about this. Like, we've been like just talking, and real quick, man. We're the only reason we're going to the draft is because of y'all support. So we want to thank you guys. Also, remember, shout out Patrice Carter with the 100 stars. Hey, you guys, look at Top Star Giver for today. This is the last day I'm giving a jersey away. Top Star Giver for today is going home with a Stephon Gilmore 21 jersey. So make sure you guys hit that. Also, everybody that sends $10 to the Cash App is entered in to win the Dallas Cowboys training camp jersey that was worn by Chudabe Awuzie and my boy Izzy for 1 year. Also, my boy HTM and Landlord, they also have raffles. Today's Tuesday, so you got one more day.
It's a wrap. My raffle show is going to be tonight. We'll announce winner tonight. But yeah, so now it's like mine is no longer ongoing. Yeah. We did the last call for alcohol yesterday.
Okay, so you can't enter. They can't enter the raffle last time.
You know what? You make me feel bad. You try to make me feel bad.
Hell, you mean?
Well,
you try to make me feel bad.
I feel like because I just feel like it's some folks up there that's about to hit that Cash App button and they finger is hovering over the send button and they're like, "Oh my God, is it too late? Is it too late to get in the raffle? I need to know." They're about to hit the button to send the cash. Is it too late? Should they just hit the button?
If you already said it's the end of the day, then that might not be fair. So have you already announced it?
Yeah, like it been announced. You know what I'm saying? Like
okay.
it's been announced. You know what I'm saying? I did the farewell
Hey,
tour yesterday.
This what I'm gonna tell y'all this right here. Life ain't fair. The Dallas Cowboys traded Amari Cooper for a 5th round pick. That was not fair. Listen to me. If you want to send Henny $5 to get into the raffle, I will personally make sure he put your name in the raffle on my mama. And if anybody got a problem with it, you can meet me at training camp on my mama. If you got a problem with it, meet me at training camp. Yeah, I mean, because I know you ain't coming to the draft. So if you got a problem with it, you got 4 months to come see me. Yeah, I mean, if you want to get in the raffle, I'm using the big OG card. I'm using the big OG card. Listen to me. On my mama, send the $5. Put for the Hitty the raffle and then drop my name in the comment box. I bet you your name be in the raffle. I bet you. What Lil Boosie say? Put the raffle in there for $5. I put you in. I gotta get this. Okay. I'm like, bro.
Put the raffle in there for $5.
Little Boosie got some of the best sound bites. I heard one last night.
Oh man, dog. What if he said that one right there so funny? I slept on that one.
I'm gonna say this one. I swear for God, y'all better not take mine, man. When he was doing the Kool-Aid, bro. Y'all seen the one he was doing the Kool-Aid? And he's like, voila, that's that shit. He just said it so smooth and confident, like, voila, that's that shit.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I gotta get that. You know what I'm saying? Them is the two I need from Boosie. But yo, like I said, man, hey, if you want to get in the raffle, man, I'm a vouch for you. Big West Coast gonna vouch for you. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get in. But hey, don't do this for the training camp. Next time when it's over, it's over. But I got you today. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with landlord. I got y'all. If you want to send it today,
mine end on the 11th. So
his end on the 11th, so you got time. But if you want to get in HTMs, you want to get mine, all you gotta do is hit that Cash App. Remember, $20, a nifty 20 gets you in, man. A $20. You can't even get a haircut for $20 no more. My barber I give my barber $20, but he also makes me give him like 4 grams of tree too. So technically, I'm not paying $20 for a haircut. You know what I'm saying? So you can't even get that no more. You know what I'm saying? 4 gallons of gas, barely. You know what I'm saying? So yo, let's go through this, run through these numbers with Roger. I'm gonna go through this. I'm gonna say your name. As I say your name, y'all know the game. That means what? That means put your stars up, put your shares up, put everything up. Hey, if you can't send stars and your share is broken, because sometimes it happens. Maybe you're that one guy that's share button's broken, you're pushing and just not trying. This is what you can also do. You can turn your damn notifications on. Why? Because starting tomorrow, this is not going to be on no time schedule. We are not Cowboy live streamers. Live streamers are people that go live at the same time every single day. I don't do nothing at the same time every single day except for number 2 in the morning. That's the only thing I can get down every day at the same time. But nothing else I do the exact same time. Why? Because we live a life. You know what I'm saying? We live a Cowboy life. So if you want to be a part of that Cowboy life, starting tomorrow, going all the way to Saturday, your ass better turn your dang notifications on, because I would hate for us to be at Waffle House at 2:00 in the morning talking about some ooh-wop-de-woo-wop and your ass is asleep because you don't even get the notification.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I would hate
it's gonna be a lot of trolling and stuff going on. So y'all gonna have to be ready.
I would hate for HTM and landlord to sneak on the draft floor and go live and be standing right there in front of Tank Dale looking at him right when he about to get his name called, and yo ass forgot to turn the damn notifications on.
Right when hand and tackle the announcer because we took a tight end. Y'all don't want to miss that.
Well, you know they're gonna blur it out on national television.
Y'all don't want to miss that now.
You know what I'm saying? When the Cowboys draft a quarterback in the first round and y'all miss it, y'all gonna miss it.
Boy, that's worse than a tight end. They draft a quarterback, boy.
Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Fellas,
man, I'm going to jail for real then. Like, all jokes aside, I'll be in Kansas City jail probably. You know what
listen, Cowboy Nation, I'm trying to tell y'all, this weekend, listen, you're going to be, starting tomorrow, you are going to be pressed with the mindset of thinking this. Do I want to listen, and guess what? I support all content creators. I do. I love them all. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that got to run the ball damn hat is a friend of mine. But I'm going to tell y'all this right now. Starting tomorrow, you're going to be pressed with a choice. Do I want to watch people talk about the draft, or do you want to experience the draft? I'm not telling you that you got to watch every single live that we do, because we're going to be live a lot. But what I am saying is this: if you can't go to the draft and you want to experience the draft, these 3 platforms right here are going to give you your best avenue. We're going to give you that fix. We're going to give you that fix. Listen to me. This is the last thing I want to say about this before we move on. We all got these right here, or at least we should have them by now. This is right here is a microphone. You know what this does? This allows me to go live while music is playing in the background. So guess what? Ain't no stopping us now. We on the move. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
we going in.
Ain't no copyright now. We on the move.
I don't think y'all ready for what we got for y'all.
You do. Hey, man, let's get into it.
I don't think they ready.
So I'm going to tell y'all the first thing I do when I touch down tomorrow. I'm about to go find me some barbecue that say Kansas City on the front. If it don't say Kansas City in the front, I don't want it no more. I'm so diddy like that. You know what I'm saying? And then the second thing I'm going to do, I'm going to tell y'all the second thing I'm going to do when I get to the draft. I'm about to find out where all the tight ends at. I want to find out where all the tight ends in this draft is at. And then I'm going to take them out on the town. And I'm going to record all of them. I'm not going to snitch on them, because as long as you do what I say, the videos ain't going to come out.
All right.
But I
put some pressure on them.
I have to do what I have to do as a Dallas Cowboy fan at the draft. Listen, fellas, we are not going to the draft simply to watch the draft. We are going to the draft to make sure that nothing negative happens.
Yeah, make sure the right things go on.
So if that means we got to take all the tight ends out, get them liquored up, Henny, bring some from the stove.
Make sure you got that Henny over there.
Somebody have a good camera, man. We gonna take some pictures, and as long as they do what they supposed to do, like don't show up to the draft, we gonna be okay. Because I'm gonna tell you this right now: the Dallas Cowboys drafted tight end, bing doodle bing bing, pick 26 in the Dallas Cowboys select any tight end in the NFL draft. I want to know what we doing. Who's hitting dofos?
Going to jail. Like we gotta
have a plan. We gotta have a plan though. We just can't just randomly punching on folks. Like I'm gonna go. Okay.
That's exactly what we're going to do. So we're going to first form. We're going to punch down the first Cowboys fan that cheer for that shit. You know,
you're a part of the problem. You're a part of the problem.
You're perpetuating this evil that's going on.
You are obviously an op. So the first Cowboy fans that cheer for that shit, we're gonna punch them down. We're gonna rush the stage, right? We're gonna 2-piece them, they going down like, oh, they ain't been hit since the 5th grade, so we ain't got to worry about it. So we're gonna punch them down, then we're gonna rush the stage. All right, now the security gonna try to stop us, but we're gonna tackle the announcer before we get taken to jail.
Wait, time out, because I'm more of a corner now. I mean, I've always been a corner, but now I actually look like a corner. Landlords say he a wide receiver, but he look more like a tackle now.
I'm a defensive tackle or tight end or something right now.
So let's go ahead and assign landlord as the person that's going to hit as the main. You don't got to tackle him. You just got to.
They're going to have a hard time trying to contain me. I'm going to tell you that.
Remember, as a D tackle, you ain't necessarily got to get to the quarterback. You just get to the player. You just got to reroute him. You know what I'm saying?
They don't have the steady hands to pull off a procedure like that. I don't know if y'all know where that bar come from. Let me know in the comments. The steady hands to pull off a procedure like that. That's super bad if you didn't know. But man, that'll be crazy though. Ooh. I don't want to see a tight end. I don't want to see no crazy positions, man. I'd be mad. Look, I'm thinking about it, but I know a lot of people coming. They Mike and Will McDonald. I'd be mad about that because I think he's a good player, but I don't think we need no defensive end. Like I want an impact position. I want somebody on the offensive side of the ball, preferably probably a O lineman. If we got to do it, you know what I'm saying? Give me a nice gangster O lineman or give me a weapon. Outside of tight end. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like I would take a running back before I take a tight end.
I'll get Gibbs. You better not draft Mayer over Gibbs. I'm going to be pissed. If Gibbs sitting there and Mayer sitting there and they draft Mayer, I'm pissed off.
All right, so fellas, let's go ahead and do it then. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's rank the questions. Actually, let's rank the position by least to best. The number one position they should not draft. Number one position that you cannot draft, I think, would be what?
Outside of quarterback. What?
Outside of quarterback.
Tight
Outside
end.
of honestly, kicker. Kicker, I do.
Well, shit. I don't even want to add that in. Like kickers don't even count.
No,
towards
no,
the
no, no, no.
team.
But we got you. We got you though. We got you. We got you. So kicker.
All right,
So
so
kicker
kicker.
first. So
Okay.
then I would put who would be next? What position would be next?
Then would it be tight end? I would say tight end.
Tight end.
Tight
And
end.
I say defensive end or cornerback. Any of that stuff, all of it is future to me. So I don't want any future picks before at least the third round, bro. Like give me real players that's finna fill some of these voids we got on this team in the first 3 rounds. And I'm happy.
So
I ain't gonna lie, even if you have to take a tight end, just don't do it in the first round. Like that's all I'm saying. Get
All
you
right, so-
one in the second or third or something.
So kicker is we're gonna put that under future. So let me go through all this. So kicker, we got kicker, we got future, and then we got win now. We got kicker, well, not kicker. We got future picks. We got let me slow down. We got future success and then win now. Those are the 2 categories we have.
Could we add a third one for some more bullshit?
No, it's gonna be one of them 2. Because when you put something in your account, it's either gonna add money to it, it's gonna take away, it ain't gonna do the third. You know what I'm
You
saying?
gonna know exactly what a Steven Jones pick is.
All right, so
That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Quarterback. Quarterback goes under future or win now.
Future.
Steven Jones.
There's not a quarterback in this draft that is better than the quarterback you got.
Okay. Wide receiver. And I'm gonna say this. Yeah, I would say wide receiver because he'd be a wide receiver too. Because
I'd say that's both though. I'd say that's kind of both. That kind of fill both boxes to me. Because you can use him now. Worst case scenario, if Michael Gallup ain't Michael Gallup no more and he don't get back to that level, you got somebody who can step right in and should be a top tier talent in this draft to be able to fill that void. Then he'll be a player that could probably replace Brandon Cooks or Michael Gallup in the future. So I believe a wide receiver check both boxes, in my opinion.
Okay, but so we only got 2 sections. So which one is it going into?
I mean, can you really say a wide receiver is a future with Mike McCarthy? Because when he won his championship, he had 4 wide receivers. So I think a wide receiver would play.
He gonna play and he gonna be for the future. That's why I said. So I guess you can say now then. You can say now then.
Okay. You say wide receiver because theoretically he'd be a wide receiver number 3.
Yeah,
unless he come in and kick ass.
Yeah, but he would have to come in not even just kick ass. He would have to make himself more valuable than CeeDee Lamb and Brandon Cooks, who are veteran receivers who are all getting paid right now. So he would have to because you got to think like this: the only position that's theoretically open right now, as in the wide receiver room, is probably like your slot, because CeeDee Lamb is going to play your outside, Brandon Cooks is going to be your other outside. Michael Gallup is an outside receiver, but they can play him in the inside. I actually prefer CeeDee Lamb to be on the inside. So it's like if you draft a wide receiver, I actually think you could get a starting receiver if you move CeeDee Lamb back to slot. Because if you move CeeDee Lamb back to slot, then you now currently have an open spot at the X.
Man, if you get Zay Flowers to drop to you, bro, man, I'm rewriting my whole board. I don't care. We'll make up for it. We'll make up for it. If Zay Flowers, bro, you better draft that kid. That's the type of stuff that's gonna really make me truly mad. Cause like tight end made me mad because I feel like I'm not too just over the hills for these tight ends. So that's why I be mad. And I know it was probably a better player that I liked the most in the first round there. But it's still semi-win now. So I'd be mad, but I wouldn't just want to like really just cause havoc and destruction in them. But if you tell me you sit up here and pick somebody over somebody like Zay Flowers, like you go over Zay and go get Michael Mayer or somebody, I'm going to be really mad then. Like if somebody I know that can help this team immediately is still sitting there and you just look over him, I'm going to be pissed then. I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah, go ahead, Henny.
Nah, because no, that's pretty much the same way I feel about it. Because in my opinion, like there are a couple wide receivers that deserve first round grades, and I don't really see the need of the Dallas Cowboys to take a damn tight end. So like I would be highly upset if if their goal is to go offensive player, then I would have Gills on the board before tight end. I would have all the first round wide receivers. I even would have Tank Dell. Some people ain't even got him as a first round pick. I think he might even move into the first round. So like there's like 5 wide receivers I would take before I took any of these tight ends in the first round.
So wide receiver, are we putting wide receiver under future or win now?
I'd say win now.
Okay.
It got to be win now.
Any?
I would say win now too.
Okay. Because there is because they're in, but then this is a wide receiver because there are some ways that a wide receiver could that could, like I said, that could get on this field. You know what I'm saying? Because go ahead.
I was just about to say, before we finish this, we need to do this little exercise real quick. Okay, if you got Quinn Johnson sitting down, you getting him a mayor. Which one you getting? If you got to pick between them two.
At 26?
Yeah.
How did Quinn get there?
They saying he might drop. A lot of people, it's mixed reports about him. This I'm going somewhere with it. So which one you pick?
I would need to know why I would need to know the reason for why he picked, because there's no theoretical reasons on why people pick.
A lot of people saying that he's a big guy that plays small, and they saying that it's a lot of craziness. So would you pick? Which one would you want?
I mean, me personally, I don't think he's gonna fall because big receivers usually go to young receivers. I mean, young quarterbacks. Like it makes their job easy. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
pick one, sir.
Neither one of them. Keep it real. If I had to pick one of them,
what about you, Hen?
I'm not going with the tight end. I know that for sure.
Okay, that's what I wanted to hear. Which one you?
You know I ain't going for no tight end. So
okay, if Zay Flowers and Mayer, because Mayer is a problem, bro, and they look like they might like these are the scenarios that's gonna piss me off. So okay, Zay Flowers or Mayer.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Listen to me. We be saying these names, but it's like I can't pick a player over a player. I can only pick a position over position because at the end of the day, I don't know what Zay Flowers is going to do versus Mayer because it's only about who's getting the most pub versus the other. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. Sam Williams wasn't getting a lot of yum when he was coming in.
It's still like you got to have it's like you got an idea of what your overall board is, though. Like, who's the better prospect? That's what I'm looking at.
I know, but the question, but you got to think that's all. It's opinion. You can't. I can see if it was 2 wide receivers, but I can't. I will always pick a wide receiver over tight end. It doesn't really matter. Like it doesn't.
Okay, well, what about Gibbs and Mayer? Because this is realistic scenarios that I think will be here. I'm telling you, I think this will be a choice. These are some almost close to realistic choices that the Cowboys may have to make.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this. There is no circumstances under any circumstance that I will take a tight end in the first round.
Oh well, this exercise just null and void with you.
Bro, the tight end position. Think about this. I didn't want to draft Kyle Pitts in the first round.
I like the Kyle though.
Yes, bro. Bro, the tight end position is not. Listen, it takes 2 years for you to understand what to do in the NFL as a tight end. Bro, it doesn't make sense to draft that in the first round. Especially
since West Coast hard-headed then him. What you want? What you would do in those scenarios? Because he don't want no tight end.
Well, listen, there's not he's right. I'm on the same ship. There's not a
scenario. So everybody gonna be pissed off if they choose these. If they choose Mayer over all these guys.
Like landlord, let me let you know something. Cowboy fans would never be pissed off if the Dallas Cowboys passed on a tight end because we don't ever draft tight ends.
No, I'm saying if we pass on somebody else for this tight end.
We're not going to draft the tight end in the first round, bro. What is you talking about?
I hope we don't.
Listen to me. I'm going to tell y'all this. When you guys are, and I'm not trying to big bro nobody, but I'm going to tell y'all this. There's just some stuff that I've seen in the game from being in the game. You know what I mean? You know how you be in the game and you be like, yeah, I know they stole $5, but trust me, it's going to come back to you. I'm going to tell you this. There's just certain positions. Cowboys aren't going to – it historically, we do – our historics say to draft a tight end in the third round are behind. Because think about this. The last 10 tight ends on your team, how did they get on this team? The last 10. Let's just think about the last 10 tight ends. Think about the best tight ends we've had. The best 10 tight ends we've had, how we got them. What was the best last 10? Let's say Dalton Schultz. You can throw him out there. What round was he? 4th round. Jason Witten.
3rd.
There you go. I always say 2nd, but Henny always remind me 3rd. Martellus Bennett, 2nd round. Blake Jarwin. Where was he drafted?
Was he drafted?
I don't know.
I don't even think he was drafted. Who else? You had the boy McEwen, he wasn't drafted. I mean, and these aren't even like big name tight ends. But what I'm saying is this: Escobar, second round. The Dallas Cowboys, there's just certain positions, tight end and safety. The Cowboys they're not. Roy Williams was the last safety we drafted in the first round. Roy Williams.
So what you're saying is the same characteristics gonna stand pat, even though we got different coaches and different perspectives on the game. So you saying, so you just saying it's still gonna be the same kind of program.
Hell yeah. Listen to me. If the Cowboys don't know what to pick, you know what they'll do? They'll pick offensive linemen. Because that's what their history says. Their history says they don't fail with offensive linemen. Have you guys noticed?
That's another one. They might have to. What if they reach for Avila?
An offensive lineman?
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Look though. He gonna be a person of interest too. I think all them players gonna be there, and Mel might be there too. And they gonna have to choose between all these players.
They are not. Listen to me. The Cowboys are not drafting a tight end in the first round, so there won't be a choice.
Well, see, look, okay, what you so convinced that that's not going to happen. If it happens, West Coast definitely going to jail.
No, I'm gonna tell you why it's not gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you
West Coast definitely going to jail.
I'm gonna tell you why it's not gonna happen, and while I'm not even entertaining it, and while I will even guarantee that it's not gonna happen, because I know my grandpa well enough, and my grandpa knows this. Jerry Jones is going to find out what he has in Ferguson and Hendershot before he puts something else that he has to pay to find out. That doesn't make sense. Like, if you go look at how Jerry does business, like it shows like he is literally a creature of habit. Like, think about this. Even though we didn't believe that Amari Cooper that they would actually do it, a part of us kind of understood why we did do it. Why? Because we weren't throwing the ball to him. And guess what? Jerry Jones isn't going to pay someone $20 million, even if it's not his fault we're not getting ball. Yeah, like, think about this. Part of the reason why they didn't want to pay Zeke is because, listen, they weren't going to pay. And I said this 2 years ago when they started talking about Zeke. I actually told Zeke's dad this. Right hand to God, I put this on my kids. I said, you know what, Mr. Elliott? The only thing that scares me about this is this. Zeke is getting paid to be a full-time running back. I don't know how long Jerry's going to be willing to play him full-time running back while only giving him the ball halftime a game. Jerry's not with that.
Yeah.
So that's why I say for Jerry right now, you guys got to figure out, everything is money motivated. Like, why are we in this tight end position? Not because Ferguson was clearly better than Schultz. The reason why we're in this position is because Schultz wanted $9 million. So Jerry Jones was like, bro, for $9 million, I would rather just see what he wants. What he has. Well, think about this. You haven't even seen what Ferguson's going to show you. So why would you? Listen to me. What has Ferguson done since the draft to show you that you don't believe that he's the guy? That doesn't make sense. If you didn't believe that Ferguson was the guy, then you don't make the move for Schultz. You don't make that move. So that's
how I feel. That's why it'd be crazy. But shout out to B Bird with the $5 super. He says if you draft Gibbs, he gets 15 touches a game. If you draft the tight end, he maybe gets 4 touches a game. Gibbs is a better choice for instant success. I agree. Give me Gibbs.
I agree. And that's a smart man. That's a smart
and
man.
I feel like that's a floor for Gibbs. I feel like if you lead the draft in the first round with a player like Gibbs, man, erase all the value, mumbo jumbo talk that Stephen Jones and then poisoned our mind with. You got a great player at 26, in my opinion.
Hey, can I say something? This is an abrupt subject change, but I want to say this because I want to be the first person to say this. I am watching USFL football. There are 2 people that I will tell you right now that the Cowboys need to look at. Freaking Reuben Foster is freaking balling, and Josh Gordon is freaking balling, bro.
I remember Reuben.
I've been wanting them to get Josh Gordon.
Listen. Reuben Foster is balling, bro. He is balling, bro. He got a little dinged up, but he is balling, bro.
Former first-round pick from Alabama, correct?
And he's a true middle linebacker.
You know they're going to be picking up that phone.
But I'm just saying, because listen, you got to think like this. We were the only team that really took them USFL kids serious last year.
Yeah, we was the first one to take one.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm just saying. Keep y'all name on those 2 people. But yeah,
and it was profitable for him because even though he didn't do everything we wanted him to do, that man made a Pro Bowl selection. I know he sold some jerseys.
It was another dude too, but he didn't make the team. The first dude we took, he didn't make the team, but the second was Turpin.
Alabama, not Alabama. Oh yeah, Alabama. Landlord, tell me why Reuben Foster didn't work out. Tell me why. What happened with that young man?
Talking about in Bama or in the NFL?
Well, because listen, Nick Saban talks about Reuben Foster the same way he talks about Rolando McClain as one of the best defensive players he's ever coached.
Yeah, McClain was a monster too.
People don't. I didn't want to get
McClain ball for us. He should have. He should have stayed with us for more time. Really. But I think Foster just got in a bad situation, man. Like it depends on what kind of scheme you fall in, man. People don't realize the situation makes the player to a certain degree. Now it's certain players that can like do well regardless of where they land. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't that's fine and few in between. Like that don't happen that much. So if you get a nice player and put him in a nice situation, he gonna ball out. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't, ain't no telling what's gonna happen to his career.
Yeah, and that's absolutely true for every quarterback in the NFL. Every quarterback in the NFL is
for most positions. People know that for the quarterback position. Like I think that's like unanimously known.
They'll accept that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they understand that on a wide scale for the quarterback position because it's more obvious. Like you seen what this coach did with this player, and then you get another coach and he's a whole different player. It's the same with other positions as well. Like you go to the wrong place as a wide receiver, your career might not work. You know what I'm saying? Or a linebacker.
I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna give you as a perfect example. Amari Cooper. Theoretically, Amari Cooper's game didn't match with our system, but he went to Cleveland Browns and went right back to doing what he was doing.
Yeah, they said Reuben Foster. They said part of the reason he said off-field issues, abusive relationship with girlfriend, and when I looked on his
was it allegedly? Was it alleged? Come on now, can we get it allegedly? Don't do him like that, Henny. Don't do him like that, Henny.
Hey, I ain't looked it up yet.
I know at least throw it allegedly on there. Come on,
Henny. Allegedly, but he was hurt a lot too. You know, he tore his PCL, LCL, ACL. He tore everything. He tore every damn thing that got an L.
LCL kind of connects.
He tore every ligament in his knee.
I was just about to say that he tore that knee up.
He was injured, you know, for like 3 years. You know, he was injured for like three years consecutively. Plus, he had that lumen over him, so I think that was part of the issue.
Yeah, but like you said, McClain was a good player for us too. I don't know why he didn't stay longer. Because like when
lean, and now we ain't got to say allegedly because he actually was in trouble for that.
Oh, okay. Because he was balling though. Hey, I be looking on. I'm talking about on the field. He was balling.
Yeah, he was. But I mean, just let's slide back. We only got a couple more minutes, but let's slide back over here on this running back. Like I am actually starting to be not necessarily a more of a Gibbs fan or anything like that, but I think Bijan is more Tony Pollard-ish, and Gibbs is more Tony Pollard-ish with a hint of Zeke. Because Gibbs is one of those dudes. I watch his videos. I watch his highlights on his film. Bijan looks freaking fast, bro. Like he just looks like
I think Gibbs ran a better 40 if I'm
pretty sure he did.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, when you're looking at Bijan, he just looks like, oh my God. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's so violent. His cuts are so you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For Gibbs, it almost looks like he's barely running, bro.
Gibbs make it look so easy and smooth,
dude, bro. Like it looks like there's plays where he's running 60 yards, and I can literally be like, I don't even think he's running full speed, bro. Like
I said the same thing. I said, man, Gibbs the fastest running back I ever remember coming through Bama for a long time. Like we ain't never had no speed like that. That boy different.
What was his 40 coming out of there?
I think he hit a 4.3.
And he was faster than Bijan?
Yeah.
Bijan ran a 4.7.
That boy nice.
So why do you think Bijan is getting the love that Gibbs is not?
Because he a little bigger. You know what I'm saying? He a little bigger, and he still got a different level of speed as well.
And
you know what I'm saying?
Jameer Gibbs is more like Alvin Kamara. You know the impact he has as a runner and a receiver, but he never had a 1,000-yard season, just like Alvin Kamara has never had a 1,000-yard season. I said this on my show. Everybody thinking like if we draft Gibbs, it gotta be either or, like Gibbs or Tony. Man, you can put them boys on the field at the same time, and then you wouldn't know where they going.
You'll have a running back and a slot receiver.
Hey,
Or
theoretically,
you can vice versa. You know what I'm saying?
hey, to be honest with you, theoretically, landlord, that's what you need to be trying to do because that's what you did with Tony Pollard last year. My question is this: why are you trying to do something new with Tony Pollard? The Cowboys should be only trying to give the ball to Tony Pollard 15 times a game.
But look, think about this. You got that
theoretically
level.
could be doing that. You need to
Think
be.
about having that level of speed on the field. You got Gibbs, you got Tony, and you got Brandon Cooks. That's hey, good luck to you.
There's 3-4-3 guys right there.
Good luck to you, man. And then they not just fast guys, they actually guys who can play too. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference. Like some people just run fast. Them boys can play.
Screens, man. I need to look at them guys in them screenplays. We need to get that screenplay busting back in Dallas too.
Man, you can have Gibbs motioning, going to the slot, because he can do slot work easily. You know what I'm saying?
He's a real good route runner.
Yeah, he can do slot work easily. So I think people need to kind of morph their mindset into, instead of either or Gibbs and Tony, like when they in and out the game, to thinking about the possibility of having both of them on the same field. Like that'll be crazy.
Yo, speaking of slot, can we see some Tony Pollard slot too before we just move on to the next guy's slot?
Yeah,
I see some of both.
That's why I said you could do either or, because like if you put them on the field together, you don't know if Gill's gonna be the running back today, or if you're gonna put Tony in the slot, you don't know who gonna go well for it.
Hey, and I'm gonna tell you this. This is what I'll say about my starting, my whoever running back that I get. He needs to be able to be a 3-down back just in case, because whoever I draft, he has to be able to give me leeway with Tony Pollard, because I only have 17 games with him at $10 million. So I got to make every opportunity that he's on the field count. So that means I need to draft a guy who can theoretically be the guy with Malik Davis until Tony Pollard, because I'm going to tell you, there might be games at the beginning of the season where we might just literally say, listen, we're not going to run Tony Pollard in the A-gap. We're not going to do it. Just like, guess what? There was a whole season, 2021, where Dak Prescott did not run the ball. I remember a 3rd and 6 where Dak Prescott in a playoff game had an open lane and he did not run the ball. You want to know why? Because that was already decided in that season. I'm going to tell y'all this right now. There's a good chance that the Cowboys, because of what they're going through with Tony Pollard, bro, like we said with Michael Gallup, there was things that Michael Gallup did not do. Why? Because, bro, there's just some routes you can't do coming off an ACL tear, or at least you shouldn't.
They had him doing them, man. He was clanking doing all them comeback
routes.
Remember
when he did this slant route and fell down, and our hearts all dropped?
That was terrible.
That was terrible. So I'm gonna say this: I believe that there's gonna be things like A gap, B gap. There's going to be gaps, especially anything outside the in between the guard and the center. I don't think because they didn't really even have him doing that healthy. So you're going to need someone, and guess what? That's where all your goal line touchdowns come from that nobody appreciates. Remember, y'all said Zeke had 50 of them.
How important you think a change of pace is when you're thinking about running back? Because I'm thinking like, bro, fast is fast. Because if you can't catch Tony, you won't be able to catch Gibbs either. So it's like you won't even have a chance to catch your breath. I know people be like, we need to change the pace back and all of that. How much emphasis you think about that?
But who said that's the golden rule? Like you don't necessarily need to change the pace back. You just need 2 good running backs.
Yeah, because you could just keep hitting them with the same gun.
Shout out to B-Bird with the 199. He says, could y'all discuss Mingo? He's my favorite wide receiver in the draft. I had Mingo as a sleeper on my wide receiver show. And I would love him in the 2nd or the 3rd.
That's what I was about to say too.
I love him in the 2nd or the 3rd. I think he's gonna be a baller though. Like I told you when I went to the Senior Bowl, all the Ole Miss fans, they was raving about Mingo. They said he was that deal. So I paid close attention to him. So I think he's gonna ball.
I mean, he's 6'2", ran a 4.4. So, in terms of size and adequate speed, he has that. And he did play in the SEC. So, he did go up against some pretty decent defenses. Yeah. He's one of those guys that doesn't have a huge draft grade because he never had like a huge breakout season. I think the most
he ain't had no quarterback for real.
But hey, that's neither here nor there.
Everybody ain't got a quarterback. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
He only had like 900 something yards. His best season, if I'm not mistaken. So I think that's why he doesn't have like a top grade 3rd or 4th for what they have him as. But I think
if I get him in the 3rd, I'm happy. Well, I wouldn't take him over Tank though. If I see Tank and Mingo there, I'm taking Tank. I'm
Tank
sorry.
is not going to be there in the third round. Quit
I'm
playing,
listen to
playing
me.
with the church's money.
I'm gonna be honest
Don't
with you.
kill my dream like that, man.
I think if you take a wide receiver before the third round, you're definitely moving on from Jalen Tolbert. And my question right now is not is the wide receiver that I'm drafting better than Jalen Tolbert? Is what's the delta? Because I already have Jalen Tolbert and I don't have to use a draft pick. So my question is this right here is my question is this right now is, is this a time where because you said this, you brought this conversation to the platform. You got to take bets on people sometimes. I feel like right now, if I'm drafting a wide receiver in the third round, I would probably rather just take a bet on Jalen Tolbert, who's already my third round receiver, and just use that pick for something else that I need. Like,
Yeah, this is the thing. Like, why you think it's Jaden Tolbert going to be the one they moved on from? There's somebody on your team that is very expensive and very ineffective.
because it's because this how you
because his ass is gone.
How
next
do you
year.
do it though? That's the only thing about because Michael
All you
Gallup.
gotta do is cut him next year. That's where his alley is.
I'm talking about this year though. Right? I'm talking about this year.
Like, hey,
You gonna draft for future in a minute. Like I don't want the future to be in the first couple rounds, but they gonna have to start shifting their mindset to the future.
Go, bro. Because think about this. Yeah. You think about this in Dallas Cowboys' mind, they still haven't even gotten anything from Simi Fehoko. He was a 4th round pick. Bro, you're stacking.
Be all right. Kick his ass to the curb.
No, bro, listen, it ain't. But listen to me. That's not good business to keep adding stuff on here without using what you have. You have to. That doesn't make any sense. Like
the only way it makes sense though is if they ain't got nothing to give. Like if they ain't good enough, you just gotta move on. But listen, you gotta know, like when you remember, you just gave the Eagles credit for that, Mr. West Coast. You did.
Yes, I'm not giving them credit. But listen, I'm not. But the Cowboys aren't the Eagles, and the Cowboys do dumb stuff all the time, like not play Donovan Wilson.
No, I'm saying you gotta you gotta be able to recognize when it's time to move on as well.
No. This is what I gotta be cotton to see. If the Dallas Cowboys had an honest history of always playing the best guy, I could do that. But we don't do that.
You saying there's some nefariousness going on in there.
What I'm trying to do is slow it down. I'm trying to explain it to the listeners. What I'm saying is this: the Dallas Cowboys have a history of, like, think about this. Do we really think that Noah Brown was better than Jalen Tolbert had he would have been given the opportunities? Who knows, bro? I don't know. I
don't think so. I don't think Dennis Houston was better than nobody either.
And guess what? We still gave him opportunities.
I think that was Kellen Moore, though. I think that was I'm telling you, I think that's the man. Listen, I ain't saying that he made it happen. I'm talking about I think when you got that mentality of your offense, I believe that's what happens. Like you don't value the receivers and individual players. You just put anybody in that slot.
Yeah, but listen,
that's what I'm saying. They was favoring the scheme. They didn't care about the players to a certain degree.
Actually, they weren't. They were actually favoring who was getting paid because Michael Gallup, they made his ass play.
No, I'm saying like Dennis Houston, bro. Dennis Houston just understood the scheme. They did. When you think about it, go back and listen to them training camp interviews and stuff. Hold on, listen, just listen. You remember when they asked Dak, "What you like about Dennis Houston?" He didn't say nothing like form. He just was like, he's always in the right spot. He knows where to be. He said stuff like that. That means that he just understood the scheme, and other players did not. Like, go back and look at them interviews. It's evident.
Listen to me. I'm gonna tell y'all this. I don't ever have to listen to an interview because I was at every training camp. I was at training camp from the 26th all the way to August 7th. You know what I'm saying? I made a video on Dennis Houston being the best wide receiver at training camp. I'm gonna be honest with you. At the beginning of training camp, they weren't really doing play passes. They were doing one-on-ones and outside shimmels. Dennis Houston was just a flat-out better wide receiver. Also, Dennis Houston wasn't even playing a whole lot with Dak in the beginning because Dak wasn't even throwing a whole lot at the beginning of the season. It was
I'm just trying to see how you go from being the best to being cut.
He didn't get cut. He's still on the team. You know what I'm saying?
He did get cut and he got picked back up.
Yes, but listen, listen to me. The Dallas Cowboys, if you really look at it, when it comes to Dennis Houston, and he did get his opportunities, but that's why I'm saying, like, that didn't help you at all. Simi Fehoko had a ridiculous camp last year. Bro, Simi Fehoko was killing camp last year.
Nobody. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. I think the scheme was keeping people off the field, bro. That's all I'm saying.
And listen, and I am not disagreeing with that, but that is not what I'm saying. I'm not disagreeing with that. What I'm saying is this. If you're drafting a wide receiver in the 3rd round, who is a 3rd round receiver is not projected to be a starter. Not this year. that is a guy that's projected to fill the void of something, somebody.
But in Cowboy land, it is though. We look at it like that. We crazy, but we do.
Exactly.
We do.
But that's what I'm saying. In a business standpoint, you can either go draft a receiver, or what makes more sense, find out what you have in Jalen Tolbert, Simi Fahoku. Like you have, that's a 3rd round pick and a 5th round pick right there. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Listen to me. I am not gonna be able to sell anybody on this live stream about these guys being good. You want to know why? Because draft picks come with this thing that veterans don't come with. You know what that's called? Optimism. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Draft picks come with, I don't know what I'm going to get because I can't open it until September 9th when we play. So guess what? All these wide receivers and all these guys get all this illumination because you don't know what you're going to get. But if you think about it, go look at this past draft. How many wide receivers in this past draft actually made an impact this year? Chris Olave was like the only one.
Garrett Wilson won off
Yeah, 2.
Let me see. I don't know how to play. I don't follow other teams. I know.
This. You name me 2. Bro, there's going to be 650. There's going to be a ton of wide receivers. What I'm saying is this. The Cowboys, you have an opportunity to either use your pick for something you absolutely need. You absolutely, think about this. You don't have a guard. So you know what that means? You probably don't have a backup guard.
You know what this is? Hold on. Before you can move to guard, I think I see what the problem gonna be. Okay, you right about we should give them a chance, right? Because that's what you basically campaigning, right? They gonna have to get a chance, and we're gonna have to see what they give us, right?
No, I'm saying this. If you're drafting a wide receiver between the 3rd and 5th round, it makes sense to try the guys that you have. If you're going to draft a guy in the 1st or 2nd, then yes, I can clearly see those guys being better.
Because I was just about to say it's gonna have to come down to how the board fall, and then it's gonna have to come down to, is this guy better than this guy? Like yeah. You're right.
Okay.
You're right. So you basically saying like you rather give your guys an opportunity over drafting these guys late. That's what you're saying?
No, because I'm saying like this: if I draft a guy late, I'm gonna be giving him the same hope that I'm gonna be giving a guy in that's already in my room. That's already wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? It's already been here. So it's like, if you're not going to draft, listen to me. If you're not going to draft a wide receiver between 1 and 2, run with what you got.
I kind of feel you on that though. I kind of feel you on that. But the thing about it is, like they gonna have to produce though. And then this my only pushback, because I agree with that. But the only pushback I have is like, that would be an experiment. Because it go back to what you say and what I say. Because it'll be a bet and it'll be an experiment. We don't want to necessarily experiment right now. You know what I'm saying? That's my only thing. I don't want to experiment. So even if Jalen Tolbert and them surprise us or semi-surprise us, I don't want them to be the people I'm depending on. And if I see a player that I know that's a better bet than them, I'm going.
Well, I'm going. But I'm gonna tell you though, you're gonna learn a very valuable lesson this year too. Though, you know what that lesson is? You don't ever bet your house on rookies, bro.
Well, we learned that last year.
I'm gonna tell you, but you got to remember though, you never bet your house on rookies coming in the league because they've never even played. The thing about this, rookies coming into the league are already counted out as being gonna not, like, you just want them to stay above water. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's like a veteran is put to a different standard than a rookie. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm saying I can't compare rookie, guys playing in college versus guys playing in the NFL, even if it's limited snaps, because it's a different environment. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying, like, if you're not gonna go all in and get a wide receiver 1 or 2 in the 1st or 2nd round, those are money rounds. And you're drafting a dude in the 3rd round. If you draft a dude in the 3rd round, bro, you're not gonna. Nobody can tell me that. He's for sure better than Jalen Tolbert, who's been in the NFL, who now has an NFL body. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying if you're gonna draft,
I'll take Tank over.
Well, that's the thing. That would still be a 2nd round pick at the bare minimum. Tank is going to go 1st or 2nd. So, cuz saying that not to take one.
He might go 3rd.
He is not going 3rd. Stop
he might go in the 3rd round, bro.
Okay, I'm asking you a question. Think about this.
Y'all some dream killers, bro.
Yes, we are.
I'm holding on to my dream till I ain't got nothing left. Leave me alone.
When Jalen Tolbert got drafted at 88, there had already been 5 wide receivers drafted in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
5.
88.
And he was 6th. You're going to tell me there's 6 receivers, 5 receivers at minimum, 5 receivers at minimum that the NFL thinks is better. I'm going to be honest with you.
You got Johnson. You got Johnson. He'll go before Tank. You got Zay. He'll go before Tank.
Maybe
you got Jackson Smith and Zigma. He'll go before Tank. That's 3.
Listen, it depends on who's doing the draft board. Because I want you to
Josh Downs might even go before Tank. These people crazy.
I want you to remember this though.
That's 4.
Nope. Because now you're saying mites. Possibles don't count.
Well, you gonna mess up the criteria now.
We ain't playing spades. Okay.
You gonna mess up the criteria now,
I'm gonna say this though.
Quinn Johnson,
some people
Zay
have
Flowers.
Some people
I'm trying to list the 5, but you go ahead. I don't know. I think it's possible though. It's possible.
I'm just saying some people have as the best wide receiver on the board. Some people have as the best wide receiver on the board.
I ain't heard that rumor. I've been praying they sleep on that man.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm gonna tell you why I know there won't be 5 wide receivers drafted before him. I'm gonna tell you why. Because a lot of this draft is about built up name and game, right?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Addison, Hyatt. Them boys probably going before him.
Hyatt is not going over no Tank Dell. He should.
Man, they got that. Some people got him in the first. Real talk. Some teams got him projected for the first.
Some people do, and some people are drunk.
Yeah, they are, and that's what I'm hoping on. I'm holding on to that.
Finally, somebody in his biggest facts. Neil said Dak owns Philly. Correct. I am going to get a mayor of Philly shirt made with Dak Prescott ass on it.
Absolutely.
All right, so I heard that. But hey, man, we've been on here. It's about 11. I know y'all 11:10. I know y'all got to get to the JOBs. Everybody make sure you guys tune in tonight. We're gonna try to get back on here. At least I know I'll be on here with Law Nation tonight about like 3:00. So make sure y'all tap in and stay connected with that. And let them know when y'all gonna be live again. And we all get on planes tomorrow going to the draft.
Man, hey, I'm gonna be back later on. It's your boy Hennythemoor over here at HTM Sports. I'll be on tonight to do my raffle show. I will draw the name of the winner of the person that won the Dallas Cowboy jersey. So everybody that enter, please hit your notification button so you see when I went on. And remember, I always tell y'all to drink and drive responsibly. But if you see an Eagles fan in the middle of the road, please run their goofy ass over.
Shout out to B-Bird with another 5 at the Buzz. He says, Kellen Moore offense screwed up the wide receiver evaluation, but you have to draft a wide receiver just in case Simi and Jalen ain't it. We threw hope at our wide receiver room last year. Yeah, we did, and that's a bet we lost. That's a bet we lost, B-Bird. So I'm with you. Because like you said, if Michael Gallup don't, even if he do ball, they still might not be willing to pay Michael Gallup what he getting paid. So they still might move on. That's why I said wide receiver is now and future.
Well, I don't think Michael Gallup's gonna get the opportunity to live up to his contract. He's the highest paid wide receiver. He's not your best wide receiver. So I don't.
So they're gonna move on regardless, more than likely. Unless Michael Gallup just scorch earth, they probably gonna move on.
Yeah, he ain't even really got to scorch earth. He has to do something that validates $11 million. And I don't think he's gonna do that.
Hell no.
He won't have the opportunity with Cooks.
Opportunity. That's what I was gonna say. He's not even gonna have the opportunity.
Cooks, like I said, Cooks and Lamb ahead of you. Then
this CD's trying to get paid. He's not giving up no opportunity.
And he got that 88 on his back. They gonna make sure they get him the ball.
Yeah.
Well, then imagine
you gotta think about this. You have to this year has to be a big year for CD because you have to validate giving him the money in your head, even though I believe you should go ahead and pay him. You know what I'm saying? But this is going to be a big year for him. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to take targets from everybody.
He got like 1,500-yard season. Y'all listen. Matter of fact, I know a lot of y'all sports bet. You know, y'all you go ahead just preseason eyes. CeeDee Lamb, whatever, 1,200 yards or over. Take the over. He gonna have about 1,500 yards this year, bro.
Man, they sitting up here got to worry about Cooks too. Good luck to you, man. Good luck to you.
Then we talk about Michael Gallup like it's a guarantee he's gonna stay healthy. This man ain't been healthy in 2 years.
Yeah, I mean,
that's why they'll be looking at somebody like Mingo or Quinn Johnson too, because they big receivers that can replace Michael Gallup. If Quinn Johnson fall to them, they might draft him. They might just be like, "Hey, we'll use him now and have him to replace Michael Gallup in a couple of years."
And you know what? Something similar to what West Coast said about quarterback being leveraged on Dak Prescott. Shit, a wide receiver might be leveraged on CeeDee Lamb.
Yep.
Yeah, and a corner might be on Trey. So we ain't got time to play with Stephen Jones, bro.
Yeah,
we ain't got time to play with him.
The only thing about the corner with Trey though is like you got 2 starting corners. So technically, you would have to find. You wouldn't be. He'd have to get on the field. You know what I'm saying? He would only be a leverage by. Let's like that. That'd be the same thing they're gonna do with Dak. Like I believe that they will draft a quarterback so that they can put leverage on Dak at some point because you got to do something to figure out how you gonna get him to come off that 1 year $59 million. That's a lot.
Anything before the 5th round, I'm mad. You draft a quarterback anything before the 5th. 5th round is a good sweet spot for me.
Listen to me.
I'm gonna draft before then. I'm mad.
Listen to me. I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. If the Dallas, I know y'all can get mad as y'all want, but listen, we need to pause for a minute and we need to think about the overall of us being Dallas Cowboy fans for the next 10, 15, 20 years. Okay. For our Dallas Cowboys, not even think about us. Think about your kids' Cowboys team. If you think about your children's football team, they need to draft a quarterback, bro. Because I'm going to tell you this right now. The Dallas Cowboys do not do good with transition of quarterback. We found Dak. We found Tony Romo, bro. We have not drafted a quarterback where we've went in and be like, this is our quarterback. We're going to be our dude. He's going to da-da-da-da-da. And that happens. That has only happened one time in the history of our franchise. And that was with Troy Aikman.
Look, Wes, the only thing I'm with you. You're absolutely right. You're 100% right. But we can worry about that next year. We're trying to win this year. That's what I'm saying. We're trying to win.
But I'm going to tell you this. You need to do both. You need to do both because at the end of the day, the draft shouldn't this draft is not going to determine if we win a Super Bowl. I'm sorry. If we're going to win a Super Bowl or not, it's going to be because what we did already.
I don't know. It can.
I'm going to tell you this right now. If there is no player in this draft that's going to be the difference between the Dallas Cowboys winning a Super Bowl. There wasn't a kid in the draft last year. Think about this. We got Michael Parsons.
You got Michael Parsons in the draft, though.
Yeah, but we didn't win no Super Bowl. What did Michael Parsons do?
He changed a lot.
Bro, but what did he do for us in the 49er games? In both 49er games. What did Michael Parsons do for us in the 49er games?
He changed your whole life on defense.
Curious.
He can't do it all by himself, but he changed your whole life on defense.
Exactly, and that's why.
And now we're a way better team than that. Wiz. We just need some. We just need some little sprinkles here and there. That's all we need.
But that didn't have nothing to do with Micah Parsons. That had more to do with Dan Quinn than anything. Listen to me. Our all around Micah Parsons ain't the reason why we led in interceptions. Like, come on, bro. That's Dan Quinn, bro.
His pass rush had something to do with it too.
It did have something to rush. I'm pretty sure it did. But I promise you, it ain't the reason why we was leading the league in interceptions. Like, listen, this is all I'm saying. People get so high on the draft. But if you go, man, these draft picks are not going to be the reason why you win a Super Bowl. What you do in free agency with them grown-ass men are going to be the reason why you win a Super Bowl or don't win a Super Bowl. Like, go look at the teams in the draft. Go look at the last 4 teams. How much did our rookie probably played the biggest role in the playoffs because he was our starting left tackle. Who was the rookie for the 49ers? Who was the rookie for the Philadelphia Eagles? Who was the rookie?
They don't draft as well as us either, though.
Yeah, they do. Yes, they do.
I'm gonna say Kansas City, but that's an exception to the rule. We don't need to use.
Yeah, they had Pacheco.
They had like a defense full of rookies.
They cornerbacks was rookies.
But like I said, I don't want to use Kansas City because that's an anomaly. They got somebody. They got somebody like Patrick Mahomes and all the other shit. So
you're right though, but a rookie can be impactful though. If you get one of these, if you get Donnell right, you might have to regroup on that statement. He might be able to help us get over that top.
I'm gonna be honest with you,
because that might make this line gangster. You
get
a better.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I will say
that's what I'm saying.
Hold on, West. Hold on. Why you go for Donnell Wright? You know how I feel about that because what he failed to mention is Donnell Wright is a right tackle. I don't know what the hell we would then do with Terrence Steele.
Man, a lot of people looking at him though.
Yes, but who
and he like that. He might be able to switch over, man. I don't know.
Listen to me. I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. A tackle, in my opinion, is the most like if you draft a tackle right now, I would probably be just as upset at the tight end position because you currently have Terrence Steele, Tyler Smith, and Tyron Smith. You have 3 guys, and then you still have Jason Peters who's willing to play. You have 4 dudes to play 2 positions. Then you're going to draft another guy. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Why does nobody like Avante Collins? Like, did he not play good in training camp? Like,
that's the same thing I said about Malik Davis. Don't nobody like him.
Is he light-skinned? Like, what happened? What's going on? Like, what? Why don't you like Avante Collins? That boy bald, bruh.
He can play.
Like, I don't think we need tackle. You need guard. And I'm going to tell you this right now. You really need to be looking at the future of Zach Martin, too. Because if you win a Super Bowl, I guarantee you his ass is retiring.
Waggy still walk.
I guarantee you, if you win success this year, you're losing Zach Martin. What would he have to play for?
I don't know. He already made all pro teams.
Thank you. And think about this. Travis.
Now that you say that, before we hit the buzzer, the O-line is the pick. Because it's now and future. It's now and future because you got Tyron Smith probably finna be done after a while. Then you got Zach Martin about to be done after a while.
You got to pay. Hey, you got to pay Tyler Biadasz coming up, and you don't even know you want to do that yet.
Hey, think about this. Think about this, fellas. Oh man, this is a good show. Think about this. The Cowboys ain't really been paying their offensive linemen either. They've been letting them walk. So there's no guarantee that Tyler Biadasz will get paid. Bro, they didn't play Connor Williams. They didn't play Connor McGovern. Looney left. He went to the Denver.
Now that you say it seems like the Cowboys ain't committed to none of that. Because think about it. They ain't paid the quarterback. They ain't paid the offensive lineman. They got old linemen that's about to retire. Like, all this could be just rebooted after a while.
And, bro, think about this. Zach Martin played with Tony Romo, bro. I think he's one of the last guys.
Tyron, too. That's
Tyron. Yeah, Tyron.
Him and Tyron, yeah.
Them boys old.
Everybody else on that line.
Them boys old, man. We need a whole new line.
You need a whole new.
Except for Tyler, you know.
Hey,
but we definitely need a whole new line.
Tyler, so you ain't signed Terrence Steele long term either.
Hey, real quick,
I ain't committed to nobody, bro.
Hey,
I just thought about that.
Hey, if somebody give you a second round pick, Terrence Steele's gone. What do you mean?
They ain't committed to nobody, not even the quarterback.
Nope.
They ain't committed to nobody.
I'm gonna tell you the only people that were
I'm tripping off of this now. I'm tripping.
Let's go through it. Let's go through it. The only people that were committed on this home team right now is like DeMarcus Lawrence.
I'm talking about on this old line and quarterback situation. Bro, I'm
talking about the whole team. The whole team.
How much longer did D-Law go on his contract?
2.
You ain't signed Trey or CD yet.
Think about this. DeMarcus Lawrence is on this team longer than your quarterback.
He gotta know where the body's at, man. He keeps surviving.
Man, look, time out. Every time we have these conversations, bro, it make me feel like Stephen John gonna come with some BS in this draft.
Bro,
I'm telling you.
Think about this. In 2 years, your total offense could be different. Every single position, bro. Because look, Tony Pollard's not on contract. He has a 1-year deal. Dak has.
I ain't even commit to the running back.
Now that we're thinking about it, landlord, think about this. Your quarterback.
And I ain't committed to nobody, bro.
Landlord, think about this. Your quarterback has 2 years. Your running back has 1 year. Your tight ends have 2 years, but they're all unproven. CD has 2 years left. Brandon Cook has 2 years. Michael Gallup has 2. Like, bro, you're right. They're not.
Man, they ain't committed to nobody, bro.
It's waiting for everybody.
J-Ron Kurtz got 1.
They might be looking at Dak like, hey, now I love Dak now, but we just trying to come to the realization. Like, they might be like, hey, this your opportunity now.
Hey, and they might be looking at it like this too. If it don't happen with Dak, we're gonna rebuild from the beginning.
That's what I'm telling you. Because if you not committed to nobody, you ain't gave Dak no money. You ain't got no long tenure O-lineman no more. You ain't even committed to the running back.
You couldn't
you the cut Zeke. Like, bro, y'all, hey, we might be on to something, bro. Like this, if this year don't work out, bro, it might be a drastic change.
And you know what sucks, bro? Dak is going to guarantee that you win 10 games. So even if it don't work out, he's going to win you enough games so that you get in the back of the draft. Again.
Still ain't going to be able to do that.
I love about Dak is like, Dak, even when Dak sucks, he's going to suck just good enough so that you don't like that.
Yeah. Hey, Derv says CD is staying. Yeah, we know that. We saying that they haven't like really committed to nobody.
Bro, in 2 years, think about this. In 2 years, if the Dallas Cowboys don't commit to anybody, which we know they will, they'll commit to some people. But theoretically, in 2 years, your entire offense could be different, including the quarterback all the way down to every offensive lineman. Because the only person, you know what? The only person that they're committed to, honestly, on the offensive line is Tyler Smith, and that's because of his rookie contract. Tyler Smith has the longest contract on the offense right now, and that's because it's a rookie deal. That is a shame, bro.
Man, I got to get on up out of here, man.
Y'all, we got to, listen.
Depressing.
Hey, we're going to finish this conversation later. And we're gonna have to have a show where we give our official first round picks. I don't know if we'll be able to go live tomorrow before we go to the show, but tomorrow when we get to we're gonna do our official show where we give everybody's gonna give you their official pick position. I'm not saying a player because I don't know these dudes like that, but everybody's gonna give their official position, so we have it in stone going into this draft. Now we'll get that done either tonight or tomorrow when we touch down. You guys already know what it is, man. Never look down because the stars up. Peace.
Peace.